Today, we are giving a school grade to every first round draft choice across the entirety of the NFL. If you're new to these parts, it is free to subscribe. Make sure to drop a like, feed the algorithm, and in the comments, don't let us down. We always have some good back and forth. Buck, number one choice, Cam Ward, Titans. What is the verdict?
I gave him a C, just because I think he has insane potential. Some of these plays that he's pulled off have been nuts. Obviously, the Titans aren't that good of a team this year, but I think he has potential moving forward. What do you have for him?
I mean, that's the difficulty. The Titans were bad last year. They're terrible this year. I don't even think they should have a win on the season. I gave him a D+. Say what you will. I also see those moments of potential, but this is the number one draft choice. But I will say this, often for QBs, they need a little bit of time to develop, which brings us to the number two selection with Travis Hunter, a two-way player. Talk to me nice.
It is going to be nice, and as an ASU fan, I was hoping that it would not be nice. I think something we should preface going into this, too, is that we probably graded things different ways based off potential. I looked a lot at if the team was happy, like the fans were happy with their choice. If they were pissed off, they took him at that number. Overall, though, I don't think you'd be upset with their choice, the Jaguars. I put him as a B. I think he is a lot better than I expect him to be at corner and at wide receiver. Wish we got to see more of him this year, but we'll see next year.
Yeah, that's part of the difficulty. As soon as he started getting real looks and snaps, obviously copped the injury. I mean, my estimation on the receiving end, he would have easily cleared 600 yards. But I don't want to get into a bunch of permutations and hypotheticals and this, that, whatever. I'm all right with the C+, but again, I don't think you should be upset with it. I just feel as if we didn't get to see what could have been this season. And again, it's still number two draft choice. Which brings us to number three, the Giants with Abdul Carter.
I put him as a C, and I feel like I was being a little bit nice about it. He only has half a sack so far. Fans were expecting a hell of a lot more from your number three pick and expecting to be more of an impact. Some people are arguing that if he had the right defensive coordinator, that things probably could be better and you learned how to play him. But so far, C, and I imagine some people rank him a little bit lower too.
I think the issue is that he's a number three choice. So you kind of have to measure up to some expectation, whether that's fair or it's not fair. It is what it is. I got him as a C-. We just keep it pushing.
We're close so far on a lot of these, man. It's not too far off.
Yeah, we didn't talk about this prior.
No,
we never
didn't.
do. Just so you know, we never do. So if our scale jumps around, there it is. Or if it lines up.
It's fair. All right, next one, Will Campbell, man. I put him as an A. This guy is the man. They absolutely love him as well, too. There's not really much else to say, dude. The guy's elite.
I mean, he's been having a great season. So have the Patriots. We don't like supporting Boston, but sometimes I suppose you have to just keep it a spade, or you have to tell it how it is. He just went down with an injury, actually, but I think it ended up being a sprain, which initially it was scary on the pitch. I remember they were getting the reactions of the players and the coaching staff. I don't know if I like when they do that, but that's what they were filming and that's what they were showing. So I thought it was going to be a tear. It's only a sprain, which means he'll be back by the end of the year. I had him at a B+. So we're still, same area. We're on the same page.
Yeah, I don't know. We can side note that really quickly, too, is the fact that I'm totally cool with them not showing the injury again because I hate it.
Yeah, absolutely. Please,
but then
don't
it literally just cuts.
I don't want an instant replay of any of these. Some of the injuries we've seen this year, don't get me revved up. I can make a separate video, Buck.
Yeah, guys, it's really bad. And someone will find it on Twitter. Like, it's cool, but then it literally just zooms in on people crying their eyes out. And it's like, this is just as sad,
chicken
man.
Wings. I got like nachos on the table. It's a bad look for the group watching experience. And also, I don't think those players want that on replay.
No, they don't want to see it.
It's one of the worst moments of their life, in their career.
They do not need to see it. Yeah,
broadcasted, and they're breaking down sometimes the injury. Oh, you could see when his shoulder went. I don't want to do that. No. I don't want to do that. It's a sidebar, but I agree with you. If we could cut that out, as soon as we know it's a serious injury, out of there.
Yep.
Take it to commercial break.
Exactly. I'm with you. All right, next one is Mason Graham, Cleveland Browns, dude. I gave him a B+. A lot of these guys for me did float, like the elite players, I think did float between an A and a B+. Threw him there, dude, because Myles Garrett is having like the best year of his career right now, and he really wanted him. He's provided a lot of help, and I think the Browns, we've talked about it too, the Browns defense is damn good right now.
Damn good. We didn't even talk about it enough probably with the Raiders game that Geno was under pressure the whole way. Sack central. I like Mason Graham. I gave him a B rating. So, I mean, we're still like in the right place. Number 6 was Ashton Genty going to the
com-
Raiders. That was a smooth transition. I
That
didn't mean
was
for that
good.
to happen, but there it is.
The comments will let us know if we're in the right place, I'm sure. I gave Genty a B plus, man. I think the Raiders just suck overall. I think if he had a good O-line in front of him as well, his numbers could be crazy. I also gave him a little bit. He could have been a B. I gave him a B plus because I have to eat my words a little bit. I said he sucked forever just because I like Scadaboo, so I gave him a B plus. He's earned his credit here.
I mean, he's over 600 rushing yards on the ground. I think he's pushing 800 something total yards. I was a little surprised by how well he's done with the receiving. Remember, you don't know what you're going to get at the Raiders as well. There's not been a lot of bright spots. I think he's got 9 TDs. I don't have the official stats in front of me. Please don't quote me. I know you love to correct me, but he plays hard. He's league ready. And again, if he was on a different team, I think he'd have even a bigger breakout year, but he's still likely to go well over 1,000 yards on the ground with a team that has so many questions, not a lot of answers. I've got him as a B plus. That's where I was going to say all that. I have him as a B plus.
Okay.
Number 7 was the Jets with Armand Membu.
There you go. I'm glad you're the one that pronounced it. It was not me. Dude, I gave him an A as well, man. 8 total pressures on 151 snaps. He's got a quarterback that holds onto the ball way too damn long this entire season. So, yeah, I threw him an A.
Yeah, I mean, you don't say this too often, but it's a positive for the Jets. I think he's lived up to the high draft choice as well. He's been good with the pass and the run block. The man's an absolute physical specimen. I put him at the same levels as the Will Campbells. And I mean, some people will agree and disagree with that. That's where we can have that conversation. But I got him as a B plus.
All right, cool. I need a little warning here, by the way. This is not my glass. I would never go out of my way to buy a Cardinals glass, by the way. And I know it's because we've talked about the Chargers
suspect.
before.
Why do you have that in your house if it's not your glass?
It's like my girlfriend's grandma's glass or something, I think. I don't
know if the Cardinals existed when your grandmother was rooting for them.
There's a chance they did not.
I'm not sure that lines up.
All right, well, somebody
else.
How
old's your grandmama?
Yeah, seriously. All right, we're going with McMillan next. I gave him an A, man. He's in the conversation for Offensive Rookie of the Year. He's been insane. There's not really much more I think you could ask from the guy, especially on the Panthers. So that was my choice.
One of my fantasy teams too, man. Oh, it's been a joy. He easily go for over 1,000 yards receiving. He's kind of done it quietly. Maybe the Panthers are just doing things quietly. I'm still confused by this team with some of their results, the games that they've won and the games that they've lost, and even the results of like how they won some of these games. Maybe not as much as how they lost them, but from the running breakdown to when they're tossing it, it's been a crazy season for the Panthers. I kind of hope they just go ahead and make the playoffs, just make it funky, shake up the NFC South, because they're in a position right now. The Saints have been terrible. The Falcons have underperformed. The Bucs have been so injured that they're sitting both 6-5. Anything could sort of happen here. Why not? Well, actually, we don't know. We're filming this as Monday Night Football is about to start. So technically, the Panthers, by the time this releases, could even be leading the NFC South. I gave him a B plus. Maybe he deserves to be in that A minus zone. I'd like to change that. I think I'm going to go A minus on the spot. I think I like your reasoning.
I like it.
I've adjusted.
All right, next one is Kelvin Banks. Man, what do you have?
I got him as a solid B. I mean, he's a top half of the league as a rookie. Pretty impressive. And he's not one of the reasons that the Saints have had a bunch of issues. He should not be considered in that component for problems. If anything, I think he's somebody you can look forward to as we go forward into the future.
Yeah, I have him as a B plus, man. People are saying that he could be a franchise tackle. They like him. They said there's still a little bit of room for improvement, but with a lot of these positions, there definitely is. This is the one.
Can we say something on that? By the way, every single fan of the club or the team, any of your first round choices, every year I hear that this is the guy who's going to be a Pro Bowler and he's going to be the savior to the problems and he's going to go on and on for years to come. That doesn't usually happen. Let's just be transparent. It doesn't usually happen. It can happen. But
it can.
I think there's a lot of biased optimism. That's all.
There is also a lot of bias. This guy's a bust after 2 weeks as well, though, too.
True. It's only extremes is the point I was making. Like, we could just say the guy's going to be a decent pro, or he looks like he's going to be solid. You know, it's also very early in their careers, but it ain't going to be always these extremes of like absolute needs out of the league, didn't make it happen, or he is one of the best all-time greatest in his position.
It's true.
It just doesn't go like that.
This is the one that I think there might be the most hot takes on it, especially as
Stirring?
I was reading a bunch of stuff as well too. Like I said, I went through what the fans thought. I went through what opposing fans thought so that we could get both sides of it. I think Loveland's good though, man. I think he's really good. I think he's one of the most reliable pass catchers on the Bears right now. I put him as a B plus, dude. He's also tied for rookies for tight ends for touchdowns right now. I think he's only going to get better, and I think he's pretty damn good already.
I like that you said that because I think he's been solid thus far, but I believe he's heating up. I'm expecting a strong closeout to the year for the Bears that seem inevitably playoff bound. I mean, he's coming up on 400 receiving yards, at least as a recording, a few touchdowns. He had that crazy game, but I mean, you could just say across the board that was a wild show with the Bears and the Bengals, another unbelievable matchup. Offers a different look than Kmet. I got him as a B, which I think is fair. I think it's fair. I mean, you also got to remember, he was taken 10th as a tight end. So again, the expectation to deliver, especially in this day and age of tight ends, where guys are almost receivers, depending on how they're using you. They're almost at the receiver level. But we'll just keep it moving. We'll keep it pushing. We got the comment section. At number 11 was Mykel Williams from the 49ers. I
put him as a C, man. He tore his ACL. He only played 9 games. I don't know. We only saw him for half a season. I feel like I'd be a dick if I graded somebody really bad when they've had that bad of an injury halfway through the year. So there are some 49ers fans that were arguing that they should not have taken him at 11, but I don't want to be the
well, it's easy to say that now. He tore his ACL. It is. Meniscus. Yeah. He's out for the rest of the year. We don't know how he's going to come back. I've always thought he had a high ceiling, but you never know with injuries. Football is so tough to kind of gauge what coulda, woulda, shoulda been. But I got him a C-. I'm just throwing it out there. I put him a C-, so we're right there next to each other.
I don't want to give somebody a really horrific rating if they have a season-ending injury. I think that's my whole thing, where I'm going to have the little sympathy grading for it as well, too, which is going to play a factor. Next one is Tyler Booker. I gave him a B+, man. I don't know. He handled Jalen Carter the other day. I guess other day is yesterday. It depends what day this video comes out. Which not many people can do that, man. I think he shows that he's pretty promising, considering the fact that a lot of people do crap on the Dallas Cowboys O-line.
But they don't talk about the offense that bad, though.
Yeah.
It's been a defensive issue this year. I mean, he's been a big man for the run block playbook. I can barely get that out. I made a new word up. I mean, and you've seen the success as well with Javonte Williams this year. Is just crushing, runs for fun. He's top 20% in the league if you're measuring, I guess, the PFF, if you're looking through that. I know there's a lot of how do you want to interpret that and so forth and so on, but either way, I think a clear B here, and it looks good. No problem. Let him guard your QB or set up the running game. 13, Kenneth Grant, Dolphins. What are we saying?
I put C-. A lot of people are saying he's getting better each week right now, but I think it's been a very, very slow start, considering the fact that he was picked up number 13.
Yeah, I got him as a D+. I think he's been underwhelming, or he's underperformed up to this point. And again, say what you will, but I mean, this is the first round. We're not even at the midway point yet. 13th pick, you got to be out there getting active. Speaking of, another good transition, someone who's been extra active, man's been putting on for the culture. 14, Tyler Warren.
A. I think it's an obvious A, man. 662 receiving yards right now, which puts him in the top 3 for tight ends, and it's like a barely. I think like Travis Kelce is maybe barely above him right now or right next to him. People are comparing him to Loveland a ton, and I think that's where a lot of the hate comes, is they're comparing the two
nice
of them.
To Loveland.
It is, yeah,
real friendly to Loveland.
Yeah, but that's why I have him as an A, and that's why I had Loveland as like a B or B+ there. But yeah, let us know in the comments who you think's better, because I saw that debate everywhere.
Maybe I should have him even higher. I got Mr. Parlay Warren. That's how I got him labeled, man. I'm hitting on everything. He's a beast, dude. He's 6'6", 260, moving bodies, making plays. I think coming into this, 55 receptions, 662 yards. I mean, these are the numbers of your first wide receiver for most teams. And he does what he wants and when he wants. And, I might be biased, but I see him as a superstar tight end in the future as well. I put him as an A-, but that might be my cap on the video. I don't know if I gave anyone an A or an A+. I'm glad that we at least did a minus and plus system, because sometimes Buck does the plus and minus, and then I thought we were only doing straight grades.
We're always doing plus and minus,
I look like an idiot.
You have to do plus and minus, man, because I feel like some of these guys are so close. I don't know, and then you just get dragged in the comments way harder if there's not that plus or minus there.
I don't know what you have to do to get an A. By the way, I'm just thinking about this out loud. Maybe Warren has to be an A. I don't know. I as I was filling this out, I'm just thinking to myself, I don't know if I went anywhere above anyone. Maybe because there's still a remainder of the season. I gave the highest you can get is A minus. That's my cap.
Yeah, you're the teacher that everybody hated. Everybody hated you if you were a teacher. That's what it is.
Sorry.
Then.
At the end of the year, I'll change it. But right now, everyone's capped out at A minus. Apparently.
Yeah, only the valedictorian got an A minus. You're good. Jalen Walker. I gave him an A as well, man. Leads the NFL in sacks for rookies. And the Falcons fans are thrilled that they finally have a pass rush.
They haven't had a pass rush for years. This year, I think they're sitting third at the moment. They get physical. This is why I'm so disappointed with the Falcons. And this is why I'm also happy to just blame Penix. He can take a lot of blame. I think we should have just ran with Kirk Cousins for another year. I'm not even a Falcons guy. They had a lot of key pieces, and they're working, and they improved in areas that they wanted to improve, and the record just doesn't show that. I gave him. You said you gave him a straight A.
I had him
a B plus. But
okay.
Remember, I have this weird curvature going on. I had a B plus.
Yeah, I don't know. We all got our way of grading things.
They're coming after me today in the comments. I have a feeling.
Sorry. It is what it is.
We should have discussed this. We didn't discuss this.
Walter Nolan is the next one. We are at the halfway point right now as well. I from everything I've seen so far, dude, people are saying he looks like the real deal. Obviously he did miss a chunk of this season as well too. He had the interception touchdown against the Jags the other day. It seems like people are just happy overall with how the Cardinals drafted this year. They said that this is like one of the best Cardinals drafts they've had in a while.
I'm struggling with him because he missed a bunch of games. I think he had a calf injury. Now he's got, a knee injury. I see the potential. I see what can happen here, but there's a lot that we're projecting. I just gave him a straight C. That might go against the grain completely, but you got to get minutes. We got to get PT at some point you have to consider that. Whether somebody has the ability or the longevity to play in the league. The league is mad physical, bro.
It is.
Anyways, we let's move from that one quickly because I feel like, again,
I saw
not making any friends in
even
Arizona.
when I was reading all the comments on stuff too, man, they said like availability is accountability or something like that. Like there is a factor of it where you need to be available. You need to. Yeah.
It does matter.
Some of the Bengals, I don't think care if he's available or not. Shamar Stewart, man, I put a D minus. This is the lowest grade I have for the video as well too, which I mean, maybe we shouldn't ruin it, but I didn't want to give anybody a straight F, man.
Well, I gave him an F. Dang, I am that guy. I gave him an F, Buck. Sorry.
Give us your reasons.
I mean, think how bad the defense has been this year.
Yeah.
He has an injury currently, but I mean, the Bengals defense has been a walkthrough defense.
They have. The thing with him too, which I thought was really funny when I was doing my research, is that there was a list of like 11 wide receivers that have more tackles than him through like 9 games. It was pretty damn good. But next one here, Gray Zabel, Seattle Seahawks, man. What do you have?
No, he's been good. This is a weird one as well. If you look at the PFF again, they don't give him the ratings, but if you talk to anybody in Seattle, they're going to have a difference of opinion. Also, Seattle's been damn impressive across the board, offense and defense. It's crazy. I actually saw a stat that he was the 7th ranked guard from his class as we're recording, which just seems like BS. I don't follow that narrative. I put him as a B, but I'm not upset if you go higher. I don't think he should be in the C zone at all.
Yeah, I gave him an A minus, man. I think a lot of people are pissed off about his grade on the PFF is one
for good
thing.
reason. The PFF is selling a different story. I mean, if you're watching Seattle this year, I don't see the 1-to-1.
Yeah, he's just good, man. And Sam Darnold has all the damn time in the world, so I don't think you really give anybody a bad rating at all on that O line there. Next one's Egbuka. This is one where we filmed a few weeks ago, and we're like, this guy, he's the best, this, whatever. The last, 4 out of 5 games, dude, he hasn't had more than 60 yards. There's been one
Sounds
game.
like he's missing, you're missing your parlay. That's what it sounds like. That's what I feel like I'm hearing across the screen.
No, it's, he's been underwhelming the last 4 out of the 5 games. My thing is, though, I still think he's insane. I think he's really good. I put him at a B+ just based off the most recent performance, but I think the guy's elite.
See, I sort of disagree. And just hear me out. I believe that the Bucks, because of all the injuries, actually it's innate that it's been limiting his stat line run because it's made it where he is the only focus point. Hence why you're saying teams have adjusted. He's taken bodies and eyes with them, but they don't have a lot of options right now, and it's shown with Baker struggling. But I mean, coming into this, he still got 48 receptions, 750 yards. I think he's outstanding. Ohio State is just printing professional athletes at this point. I don't like saying that.
They are. They pay
guy.
for people.
They
can print it.
A lot of money.
That's fine.
But I'm still giving him an A-. And I think Ibuka is primetime premium. I actually just think that he's ran into a case where the other options around him, they don't have the main running backs. They don't have any of the key players on the skill guys. And it's so obvious that it kind of has to run through him for big plays. So I think that's been hurting him recently. But I'm not putting the blame on Ibuka.
I think he's elite. That's why I saw him at a B+. Next one here, Jade Barron. Hopefully I pronounced that right, by the way. There's 32 names on this list. We're bound to butcher at least one of them here. You go first on this one, though.
Yeah, I mean, he's on quite the defensive team. It's a high-key, successful squad, but he's really not the first call-out even on the nickel. I kind of gave him, C+. You want to be in that range? I don't think I could go further just because you got to be making a difference. It's just the team that he's on. He's not going to be the first choice.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. Their defense is insane. I put a B just because he only plays like a fourth of the defensive snaps right now. And when he has gone in, he's done really well. Also, maybe a few extra bonus points because he trolled Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift the other day once he locked him up. So that's fine with me. You got to have some fun with it. And I like seeing personality on the field and off the field, too. Derek Harmon is the next one here. What do you have?
I mean, great organization to go to. If you're on the defensive end, I feel like it's sort of a dream to play for the black and yellow with the Steelers. You know, Pittsburgh lives and breathes football, very physical team. It maybe comes down to, again, what's going to be the situation. He's going to get big minutes. I mean, you've got a couple injuries, quite a few injuries, actually. I was looking at Lowry or Slade. He's ready to roll. He's been disruptive. Maybe that's the word to use. I had him as a C+. I think he could easily get himself into the Bs by the end of the season. That's kind of where I'm at. This is a weird one with rookies because your expectation and how you're layering the importance of their choice, like the position that they were drafted, makes a big call out as to what's right or what's not right, at least in my eyes or my criteria. I said all that to just say C+.
Fair. I put B. Like same thing. He's missed some games this year, but he is one of the shining lights on their defense. And some people are saying that he's one of the top 2 defensive linemen on the team. So I will roll with that. That works for me. The next one here, Omarion Hampton. What do you have?
Your guys at the Chargers. I mean, he should be coming back into action after this bye week. I can't wait. I view Hampton. I don't know how you take this. You're a Chargers fan. I see him as running back option 1. And I think a lot of people will agree. We saw him 5 games earlier this year, racked up 480 total yards. I believe in the rookie. So I might have a little bit of a bias. Obviously, we've seen the injuries. You got to take that into consideration, I think, to a certain degree. I got him at a B-. That could be on the rise. I'd love for him to keep making moves. I think that he's like top levels as a running back.
I would love for him to keep making moves as well, too. I put him at a B, man. Just being unfair to kind of give him anything else when he's only played 5 games. In those 5 games, he was fine. Like, he did perfectly better. I think he's done way better than expectations were. But excited to see what he is like when he gets back. Next one, you've harped on a little bit in past videos, man. Matthew Golden.
I'm not changing my tune. So 23rd pick. I just think he's in such a situation to crush, and he doesn't. He's got 24 receptions, 286 yards. I'm expecting more. And if you look at the Packers as well, Jordan Love, he'll air it out. He'll give you chances. Kraft is obviously gone with an injury. May he have a very positive and prolific recovery, but they don't really have a bunch of options like that. I just feel like it'd be set up so nicely for someone to come in and make a big difference. So he's been underwhelming for my personal expectations. So maybe I have a bias. He has 0 touchdowns on the year. I'm giving him a C-.
I was going to say I expected that, but I gave him a B, man. I went back, watched some tape, dude. This guy, he is crazy at getting separation, and that's where I also agree with you where Jordan Love should be getting him the ball. I think the Packers offense, they spread the ball a bunch. Like everybody gets touches, everybody gets looks. They also run a lot too. I think if he was in
maybe I'm a hater. Maybe I'm a hater.
You
Buck.
can be.
Know.
I don't like Texas either, so I wasn't a fan of this guy anyway. I don't know if you watched that ASU playoff game. It still pisses me off to this day. I think if he was in a different system, he could be doing a lot better. But I think potential-wise, he has it, and he's there. And once he finds that system, or once Jordan Love figures out how to throw the ball, he'll be good to go. So, on paper, I'm not a Jordan Love guy. I just don't think he's it. But that's another conversation. Donovan,
we've had that conversation. This existed on the channel. You can go back. You can rewatch some clips.
Donovan Jackson is the number 24 pick. What do you have for him?
Yeah, he's in the middle of the guards in terms of overall ranking. I suppose if you're going PFF, I don't think that's the say all be all though. I think he looks great as a rookie for a rookie season. I got him as a B minus. Unfortunately, the Vikings have probably been my most disappointing team to watch because last year they were phenomenal and they retained talent. They even made good signings. They got 2 running backs that'll work with you. I love Addison. Of course, you got Justin Jefferson. I'm a fan of Hawkinson. Everything is there. I like their defense. I don't mind their O-line. I mean, this guy obviously on that end, but it's just the QB issues, but it is such a problem. And like Minnesota needs this. This was supposed to be a team that is making deep playoff runs. And every time that I watch the Vikings, every bet that I place, I feel like I should not have placed it. And it comes back to bite me. Maybe this is a sports betting issue. I don't know. But the Vikings not hitting the over. That I can tell you, not hitting the over.
There are some teams that the second you click submit or place bet, it's just instant regret.
It hurts me in my heart, right? My
sucks.
Core.
Yeah.
I gave him a B minus. I don't know if I said that. B minus. It hurts my core.
I gave him a B plus, man. He's getting better every single game. Is the main consensus on him? All the Viking fans seem thrilled about him as well too.
They have to be.
No, they
can't be thrilled about JJ.
Can't be thrilled
they
about
have to be Buck.
Seriously.
Like they have such a good team outside of the QB situation.
Yeah.
And now they're not even throwing the ball proper with them. It's a painful watch. It's a hard watch.
You're striking me as like a closet Vikings fan right now.
No, but I think Jefferson's the real deal. He's the truth. I like Addison a lot. That should be a 1-2 punch like the Dallas Cowboys with Pickens and CeeDee Lamb, and it's not. It has not been because they don't have someone airing it out.
It's true.
I just want entertaining football. This team has so much potential to give you great football.
That's why I only bet overs. I love entertaining football. But yeah, I gave him a B plus, so that was my consensus on him. Someone that has provided very entertaining football, Jackson Dart. I gave him a B plus, man. I think him and Scattaboo were the difference the Giants needed. Some people like the frat bros. Some people do not like the frat bros.
No, let him own it. Own it.
But I think Dart has potential. Every single time at the beginning of the year when he was playing, I said it's Jackson Dart. They have no chance in hell of winning, and they've kept themselves in a lot of games.
They're still not winning, Buck.
They're not winning, but I'm saying they've kept it closer. They have kept
it
closer. I think it's fun to watch. The offense is fun to watch. Again, I gave him a B plus.
Dart is cold. I can't wait to watch him. Pure entertainment. He's got aura for sure. I mean, it sounds insane saying this, but I still watch the Giants every week. Granted, I pretty much watch almost all NFL games, or I rewatch them afterward. I'm locked in. But when you look at this Giants team that is 2-10, when Neighbors comes back, I mean, you're gonna have Jackson Dart should be back next week from the concussion. You got Robinson. You got Theo Johnson. You got Scattaboo coming back from injury. Like, this should be a dangerous, dangerous team with a lot of youth. And I know the record doesn't show that, but I also look at Dart and say, this looks like a franchise QB to me, even this early. I got him as a B+, but that's how I feel. I feel this is franchise material. You could build around this. He's good on his feet. He makes tough throws. He has the confidence that you need to play out of New York. He's not Russell Wilson. His name's not Russell, and it's not Wilson. That's good.
That's a very good thing nowadays. Next one is James Pierce Jr. You go ahead.
Also been good. I mean, the Falcons, like I said, these guys are coming in at 39, 40 sacks on the year. They're third in the NFL. He's got 4 sacks. I mean, you also trade places with Walker. You can make your selection. It's cool that they picked up 2 guys. I mean, you can see the priority with the Falcons. That's why they have to be so disappointed that they haven't really been getting the results, because they fit the roles of what they wanted to do. They have accomplished what they set out to do, and they're still not winning games. And the offensive key players have been playing. It's another frustrating franchise right now. I got him. I think I gave Walker a B. So maybe I gave him a B+. He's got to be right under Walker. Let's give him a B- for Pierce. I think Walker's a little better than Pierce.
I was floating between A and B plus as well too, man. He's had 3 sacks in 3 straight games. People were worried originally that they shouldn't have given up the draft pick next year for him, but they're also just very happy with the difference that he's caused as well. So that is my pick for him. Malachi Starks is our next one here.
What a name.
Let
him get stuck in. He's probably one of the only the good looks from the secondary this year for the Ravens. Yay or nay?
Yeah, I mean, they've been giving up points, man. Yeah.
I gave him a B minus. Maybe he should be at a B, but I mean, he is one of the I guess the bright spots, little love tap or whatnot.
That's what I basically said the same thing. I gave him a B plus, man. A lot of people like him back there. I know a lot of people don't like the PFF thing too, but he had 2 weeks where he was back to back of being the highest graded defender. So take it how you like to take it, but the guy's good. So
I'm coming in harsh critic, Buck. I feel like I am, Dancing with the Stars, and I'm Simon right now.
That's fine by me. I'm cool.
I'm about to. They're coming after me. They're gonna.
They might come after me for the soft ratings as well too, man. But I'm trying to give some
soft on us.
I'm trying to give people some credit, man. Next one is Tyleik Williams.
I don't know if he's playing enough. Is he playing enough to have him like really high up on this? It's not like he's played bad, but I don't.
Yeah, they basically say he's playing like half the snaps right now, and that the Lions' run defense is significantly better when he's out there. But they don't necessarily understand why it feels like his snaps are trending the other way. Is kind of the consensus with it. So I put a B based off of apparently he's doing just fine while he's there, but there's definitely something else going on where you could not throw him as an A.
I gave him a C plus. So I've gone the whole different direction. That's just how this video's been going. Let's push onwards. I mean, I'll take it. I'll take the lead here. We're down to the end of the first round. 29th overall, Josh Connerly Jr. from the Commanders. I don't think there's a lot to say that's good about the Commanders, but please take lead.
I had a C minus, also leaning towards D as well.
We agree.
The BS excuse, man. That some of these players need more time to develop. That's always going to be the argument. But he just hasn't really been great this year.
What about Maxwell? 30th choice from the Bills.
I put him as a B. You've been to a couple Bills games this year. Did he stand out to you?
Yeah, I mean, happy days going to the Bills games. What an arena. They're actually building the new one like next door. But I had never gone to Buffalo before this year, but I popped in and popped out, and it wasn't even that cold. I was there for Halloween. Good vibes. He's also had a couple picks this year, and this is nearly a top 10 secondary, currently 13th in the league. I got a B minus. I'm not mad. Like some of these you could shift a little bit that way or this way, but that's where I ended up putting them. And then 31st pick, we have what a player with Campbell from the Eagles. Wow.
A. Yeah, A. I think it's an obvious A for a lot of people, man. He's good, and I think it is crazy that he fell to number 31.
Yeah, what a job they've done. I mean, actually, the Eagles are strange this year, too. I mean, they just lost against the Cowboys, but the Eagles team has elite players or top tier players in all of the positions, it feels like.
Yeah.
And they've been getting wins. They've been getting results, but they should be crushing teams.
I would agree with that, too. They just find, I don't know. It's so weird, though. They find ways to somehow make these games close still. And it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. Yeah.
I'll blame the offensive coordinator if you like. I know that's been whispered, maybe not even whispered. It's been yelled. It's been talked about over many cheesesteaks in Philadelphia. I do not like the Eagles. I hope they do not repeat. When you look at that team and how they perform and the amount of positions where they have such talented players. And I'm not talking about just skilled positions like on the offensive end. No, their defense is solid, which makes more sense here. And I told you I'm not going above an A minus, so I think I'm just stay true. Maybe you'll get the defensive rookie of the year, but he's still getting an A minus because I want to at least be a man of my word as I get potentially destroyed.
I was gonna say, man,
or saluted. Maybe I'll get saluted.
Our opinion. We talk even like our short though, dude. We had Eagles players that we had to list as overrated, and it's a bloodbath in the comments.
That's fine.
Dude.
I stand by that. I stand by that. I said that Saquon is overrated, and I stand by it. I still think he's a very, very good running back. That's not the discredit, but coming from last year to this year, and with the offensive line and the players that the Eagles have, you could put a lot of running backs into that team and get similar numbers to what we've seen up to this point for Saquon.
We're
Tell
still
me I'm
backing
wrong.
it up. No,
If you're not an Eagles fan, I think you'll agree with me.
There's like 170 people in the comments that told us we were wrong about that, but it happens.
I'm staying true. I'm revved up, bro. I just had an energy drink. I don't know where this is coming from. I'm revved up.
I have my energy drink that I'm not allowed to drink on here because of the Red Bull hat there. All right, last one here is...
It's a Red Bull, Buck. It's a Red Bull.
Oh, yeah, no, I love it. It's so good. All right, Josh Simmons is the next one. Last one of the video. If you've made it this far, too, if you could leave a like, it'd be fantastic. And also, like I said, or Mike said earlier, comment your takes down below because I'm sure you have opinions that are against ours.
At least let us critique your takes. That's all. We're just asking for some level of democracy. I want a little back and forth.
Yeah, that's
transparency.
fair.
Maybe I can't find any of my words properly, but I want to see where you disagree or where you agree. That's all I'm saying. That's all I ask for.
Yeah, I can't imagine that people are going to hold back. But next one here is, like I said, Josh Simmons, man. I gave him a B+, dude. He missed games for personal reasons earlier this year, but this guy provides insane protection. A lot of the Chiefs fans are super, super thrilled with him. And there were some steals, I think we can obviously say, at the very end of the first round.
Yeah, I mean, he's fitting in just fine. I mean, this is a top-tier O-line before Mr. Simmons arrived. I also have him a B+. So it's nice that we agree on our way
on
out.
The last take. Yeah.
Just, sometimes you got to agree, make it late, make it great. Maybe not. We'll find out. Comment below if you're new. It's a brand new channel, Tailgate Talk. We'd love to have you guys. We've been uploading 2 or 3 times long form. We've been uploading daily on the short form. Highly appreciated. If you drop a like, it feeds the algorithm. All the good things. Anything you want to add, Buck?
If you tell us we're morons, it also feeds the algorithm too. So thank you for making it this far in the video, and we'll see you guys next time.